And as much as we know that they were intelligent as well, despite having a smaller brain size, and they also were social.
Yeah.
So when we now, like, our definition of humans is like more like that we humans, we think about Homo sapiens to be the only humans. But for sure there were, other kinds of homos that were like also intelligent. So tell us a bit about, and they got separated to us in 40,000 years ago. The last ones were probably like Neanderthals.
In Europe, the last ones have been Neanderthals. Other parts of the globe would have had Homo floresiensis in the Indonesian islands.
Yeah.
That probably would have been another coexisting Homo up until, I don't know, that's much more recent than 40,000 years ago. So we have pretty good evidence that the sociality of humans is very old, right? It predates Homo sapiens sapiens. So we evolved to be a social species, and we can see that in our, in our chimpanzee, bonobo, and orangutan gorilla relatives, right? They are our non-human primate relatives. They are very social. So we can be pretty confident that the kind of adaptation for social group formation predates us being human. Tool use, when I was an undergraduate, I was taught that tool use was an old-fashioned way of defining humans, that other non-human primates were using tools. They figured that out in the 60s and 70s. But language was exclusive to humans. That's what I learned as an undergraduate in anthropology at the University of Texas. Henry Selby said quite belligerently, lovely man, but he said very, very argumentatively, only humans have language. Well, now actually even that's being kind of questioned, and we start to look at other non-human primates in their verbal signaling and think, maybe some of that's language with the cetaceans, the dolphins, the whales. Maybe some of that's language, and we just don't understand it. But everything we use to define ourselves as a unique species, the next generation seems to knock out.
Right.
So what we're left with is we are unique because we say we're unique. This is important to us. We want to be a unique species. And we are a unique species, right? There's no other species that has the kind of built environment that we have. So yes, other species use tools. Crows use tools. Otters use tools. None of them use tools the way we use tools. We are an exceptional species. That's not necessarily good, but we are an exceptional species. But what really makes us different from every other species is probably more to do with the way we talk about ourselves and think about ourselves than any objective metric. If the aliens come from Alpha Centauri and look, they may simply see us as yet another species, right?
Yeah.
Maybe more invasive than others. They might look at cockroaches in the same way and think, yeah, they go everywhere, just like these pesky humans. But they won't probably look at us and think there's something objectively unique. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Probably like that's how AI is also going to see us in the near future. We'll get to
We'll get to the end. Okay.